Hello and welcome to Hidden Video Game Details, the series that aims to show you the things that you may have missed in your favourite games. Make sure to leave your suggestions in the comments down below, and if you want to support the channel further, then you can always check out my Patreon using the link in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Now, the Tomb Raider remasters kind of snuck up on me. I mean, I tried to keep on top of the latest releases for obvious reasons, but Lara's glamorous makeover didn't cross my radar. I mean, I was so unaware that I actually recorded something for this series from the original Tomb Raider 2 a few weeks back. But now the remaster has been released, I might as well record the same detail again, but this time with fancier graphics. So in the 90s, Lara Croft was the video game icon. And word soon spread of a cheat code that would allow you to see Lara in the nude. Of course, this wasn't true, but it didn't stop the rumour spreading like wildfire in playgrounds across the world. Those rumours persisted in Tomb Raider 2, and many people suggested a code that would finally allow you to see Lara's treasures. If you step forward, step back, turn clockwise 3 times, and then jump backwards, this will happen. So instead of removing Lara's clothes, the cheat code blows Lara to pieces. This is one of those times where I'd love to have seen the reaction of the person entering the code, who thought they were getting a naked Lara but got this instead. Speaking of cheat codes, one of my all-time favourite cheats can be found in Timesplitters 3. Now, when firing guns in a first-person shooter, you expect them to sound a certain way. For example, close your eyes and listen to the sound of this gun and tell me what you think it is. So I'm guessing that many of you correctly recognise the sound of a shotgun. Well, if you activate the human gun sounds cheat, it might be a bit harder to recognise the gun, but it does make things a whole lot funnier. Now, the whole point of Infra is looking for buildings or structures that are in bad condition. You simply take a photo of the damage and move on. But what if you, let's say, saw a crack in a dam and decided to throw something at the crack? Well, you might be surprised at the results.
Cheat.
So the only reason that Task Force X are helping Amanda Waller are the bombs inserted in their heads. It's made pretty clear that if they don't do as they're told, then the team can say goodbye to their heads. The thing is, what if Waller is bluffing? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's head outside of a mission area and see what happens.
Cutting the cord. You had your chances. This is on me for expecting better. Time's up. I'm flipping your switch.
So 3 heads turned into goo later, I think it's safe to say that Waller wasn't bluffing. Now, at the beginning of Walking Simulator Return to Grace, you are told to drop down a hole. Don't worry though, your helpful AI companion will inform you that you can survive the fall with next to no issues.
Jeez, that's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Well, if you decide to drop down before your AI friend can finish explaining the physics behind your survival, he won't be best pleased.
Jeez, that's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is
Math. It's probably fine.
I could calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Now, I know this is a small detail, but the fact that the game acknowledges players who are too impatient to listen is really cool. Now, on the surface of things, Natural Selection 2 is a very simple game. If you're a Marine, you kill the aliens. If you're an alien, you kill the Marines. The thing is, each team can have a commander, who is responsible for keeping the team stocked on health and supplies, whilst also making sure they have the required buildings to ensure success. Given the importance of this role, it should be no surprise that it has its own tutorial. And around halfway through the tutorial, you're told to scan for an alien nest. Well, if you ignore the instructor's very helpful advice and scan everywhere but the alien nest, the instructor will do everything in his power to help you find it.
Scan the room called Elevator Transfer. It's the one on the right side of the map, just north of the 2 Marines. You do know what north means, right? And I assume right side isn't just over your head either? And 2? Am I going too fast? Okay, let's try coming at this from another angle. Down. Down. Right. 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 Are you listening to me? Okay, trying something different now. Warmer. Warmer. Colder. Warmer. Warmer. Colder. 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 Warmer. Warmer. I swear this would be a lot more entertaining if I hadn't already given you explicit instructions on where it is that I'm directing you. It's amazing you even managed to find your way to the mouse and keyboard, let alone launch the game. Maybe you're just young and stupid. This isn't your average everyday stupid. This is advanced stupid. No? Okay, how about the amount of stupid here is too damn high? Why you no scan the correct area, stupid? Okay, apparently using outdated memes won't let me get through to you either. Seriously, I'm out of ideas. Go ahead, keep scanning. I don't want you to scan Elevator Transfer. Has reverse psychology ever actually worked? I'm just curious. With the amount of scans you've done, it's actually surprising you haven't yet discovered the treasure. The Lost Gorges treasure. Okay, there is no treasure, I made it up. Seriously, it doesn't exist. Oh, fine. Here's your damn treasure. Now will you please scan Elevator Transfer so we can move on?
So Helldivers 2 is the latest game to seemingly come out of nowhere and take over the internet. Since its release at the beginning of February, the game has broken loads of records, and the demand for bug-squashing action was so high that the servers were offline more than they were on. Luckily for me, I'm only jumping on the bandwagon now, so I didn't experience any issues myself. Now, Helldivers 2 begins with a tutorial, like most games do, and doing nothing at the beginning of the tutorial will cause this to happen.
Please keep moving through the training course at this time. Over.
Another small detail can be seen in an unlikely place: the options menu. All of the audio options go to 11, which is probably a nod to the 1984 movie Spinal Tap.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11. Look, right across the board.
Now, my personal favourite Helldivers 2 detail can be heard whenever you hold the trigger down on the machine gun. After firing enough bullets, your Helldiver will do this. Get some! I love this detail because it's exactly what's going through my mind when mowing down hordes of bugs. So the final detail is more of an Easter egg than a detail, but we're talking about Helldivers, so why not mention it now? In the in-game store, the items on sale will have reviews from apparent customers. Though if we look at the small print, it turns out that these reviews aren't real at all, which is very funny. Anyway, one of the reviews says, "I'm redacted and this is my favourite product in the acquisition centre," which is of course a reference to this infamous scene from Mass Effect 2.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Excellent.
So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. Be sure to subscribe for more Easter eggs and details from your favourite games. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.